UBS Asset Management is the largest scale asset manager with presence in 23 countries and 776 billion assets under management. It plays a leading position in many different asset classes and capabilities. UBS Asset Management is the largest fund manager in Switzerland and the third largest money manager in Europe. I'm the Chief Data Officer for UBS Asset Management and cover the business globally. With the formation of the data office and my arrival, I think it was already established that data should be treated as a strategic asset within the firm. The leadership who had taken the position in UBS Asset Management strongly believed in that. And with that began the journey of really starting to think about the entire information life cycle and the management of that, and to develop the two essential ingredients in data, trust and transparency. We looked at a variety of different data sets and really focused on what contributes most to our P&L and really focused our efforts on data around that. Security data, pricing data stood out as something which is extremely important to our institution clients, our investors in funds, as well as our portfolio managers and researchers. We realized that we had managed the business in different verticals by asset classes before because that worked at some point, but with the growing demands of the clients with multi-asset solutions, it was important to centralize that. That led to really a decision on bringing a lot of the critical data, the market data, reference data, and really develop the required trust through various validation and control processes, the regulatory transparency in terms of the lineage, which led to the selection of NeoXam as a data hub through which we now centrally process all our securities and prices. It was very important to us to think about the solution as with multiple key attributes. One was something which we can configure, where we are not spending significant amount of time and cycles in writing business specifications for IT. Number two, something which is proven in the industry. We talked to many of NeoXam's client references and got a very good positive feedback. And third was really the partnership, which matters quite a bit as we take on any journey with any vendor partner. We don't want to be treated as a point of sale business. We want it to be a continuous partnership, and that has really been a cornerstone of what we have accomplished with NeoXam. That partnership goes all the way to the CEO of the firm and on our side at a very senior level. And that really stood out at the times when our implementation demanded certain unique support models for implementing our solution, and how NeoXam always stood out to provide that partnership. It is multifaceted. I think the benefits of this solution really shows itself first in terms of the significant reduction in the duplication of similar functions being performed across the organization. Processing of security and prices has been done for decades. But to do it centrally and to really create a fabric where you can connect that central solution with the rest of your division, to really understand the needs of a researcher and investment manager, all the way to client reporting and client access, and to be able to do that through a central solution has been really something which has stood out. From beyond that, I think clearly there are the benefits, natural benefits which come out of such an exercise, like cost reduction of significant amount of operational processing reduction we can do. We also got the opportunity to rationalize our overall market data spend, because implementing the solution brought a lot more transparency into how people use the data, who's using what licenses and contracts we have in place, and actually has led to a much more strategic dialogue with our market data providers who were struggling early on to have multiple touch points in the organization to sell similar service, where we now enable it for beyond the investment process and accounting process to various other services performed for asset management. I think for next steps for us is clearly now to utilize the foundation we have established to grow it, to scale it. We have a very good team, both on the technology side and operations side, supporting it. But to really now enable our analytics framework, our research framework, and to do it on a scalable environment like cloud. So topics which we are actively discussing with NeoXam, which are very important to us, is how do we take our infrastructure to the cloud? How do we harness the benefits of the DevOps and a lot more agile development. How do we use the technologies which high-tech companies are using now for faster development cycles at a lower cost footprint? How do we scale the solution without worrying about performance gaps? So I think cloud is going to be a big enabler for us, and we are in active dialogue with NeoXam on that. The second thing, which is a big focus for us in terms of helping our researchers and the P&L contributors, is the whole analytics framework. We have taken a very prudent approach on setting the right foundation to start providing the historical time series for portfolio construction and various other research functions. And we are in the earlier leg of that journey, but we feel confident, given the foundation is strong, that it will take us to the end result faster.